Welcome back to another episode of Tormenta Talk. We are La Tormenta, the official supporters group of West Texas FC, your hometown soccer club in Midland, Odessa, and the Permian Basin. I'm joined tonight. My name is Chris Haig. I'm joined by Brian Hodnett, El Presidente. How you doing, Brian?
Good, Chris. How are you, sir?
Doing well. Busy and excited to be back recording, getting a little bit closer to the season.
Can't wait. I know we're just in the beginnings of March, but man, it's getting closer.
Mm-hmm. It's been a long off season, as it always is with our leagues, with our squad. We have our short season in the summer, so it's been a long off season. We're excited to be back recording, excited to be talking about our club again, getting geared up for an exciting 2026, not just with West Texas FC, but obviously with the World Cup, with a lot of things happening with soccer here in the country. But also wanted to start by asking what's been going on in your off season.
Oh man, off season for me has been crazy. Kid sports. My son made JV for Legacy High School, so we've been staying busy with that. My daughters are about to start MSA up this weekend. I mean, again, soccer is around the world, revolves around all of our time here. Yeah. So, yeah, just fun stuff there. How about you, man? I know you've been staying busy.
Busy with work, busy with everything that goes on throughout the school year for me, but also gearing back up into soccer. So probably the most exciting part of my off season was just recently getting back into the kickoff of MLS. Got my new Austin FC kit on here.
That's dope.
Went to the opener a week and a half ago. So excited to have MLS action happening, and then obviously there's always soccer to watch, and so always things to be watched and excited about. But we're here to talk about West Texas FC, obviously. And so what we're stoked to talk about tonight is just recent news. Not really recent. Some of it's been out for a little while, but some big news here in the off season. Some of the big announcements that have happened over the past few months. So we're going to run down a few of those, and then in later episodes really dive a little deeper into those specific topics and talk about them a little bit more in detail. The first big news that everybody already knows. This is something that was announced back in November, late November. But Brian, I'll let you share the good news about our gaffer.
Guess who's back? The
back
gaffer has returned. One more season. Scotty is back. So we're excited to have that. That was a great run we had last year, and talking to Scotty, he's excited for this next season we have coming up. Thinks we can go further and beyond, even in USL 2. It's really going to be quite challenging, but I think he's up for the task. So can't wait to see him out there on the pitch and getting these guys in line. Yeah,
and we saw just how committed he was to the squad last year, to this club, to this team, to the group of guys that he brought in. And so for me, just having that continuity of having Scotty come back, having the same coach back is huge, really big. And he's also just committed to this community, which I love. He's committed to West Texas and coaching here, and excited to be coaching here again this season. So, couldn't be more thrilled about that. I think everybody's going to be happy, and players included, fans included, will be stoked to have him back.
Absolutely. And then he also brought back one of the supporting cast. Eli Brown is coming back. Man, with the epic warm-ups and things like that I've heard of, that the players were so fond of last season. But, man, he brought some real nice structure to the team. I really enjoyed talking to him last season. I'm glad to see him coming back as well. Yeah. So. Yeah, again, same thing, just that continuity with the not just the head coach, but one of the same assistants coming back. And good for Eli, because, I mean, both of these guys are younger coaches, so they're developing coaches, are getting really good experience, just like so many of our players. As I was starting to do a little bit of note-taking, research for our squad and players that have been announced, I was looking and saw that Eli also took a new job at Felician University. So congrats to him. He moved on from his previous role, now in this assistant coaching role at Felician. So that's awesome, and just really exciting to see coaches. We'll see it with players, I'm sure, as we start talking about more players developing, finding new opportunities, but then coming back here for another season. Yep, absolutely.
So that's super exciting. We will dive in more with Scotty. We'll definitely have him on a future podcast. So we're thrilled to talk more with him, hear from him about what he's looking forward to, what's been going on also in his off season, and what he's thinking as we get closer to the season. But the other big news, again, it's been a little while. Most people know about it, but just in case you haven't been paying too close attention, we had another big announcement on January 15, so been almost 2 months now. You hinted at it, Brian, so I'll let you share this news again.
Well, we've moved on from the NPSL. We had some great successes there, and now we've moved into USL 2. So it's opened up some doors for us to play some new competition. We're going to be part of the Ranger division, which is going to include our neighbors to the north. We're going to have Denton Diablos. We're going to see them again, my good friends. We got Fort Worth Vaqueros. They're back. And then we have the McKinney Chupacabras, a new team. I think they just started their first season last year. We have Texoma, which was USL 1 the year before. Now they've dropped down to USL 2. And forgive me if I'm missing anybody from there.
I think I got them
covered. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. Yeah, 5 other teams in addition to us.
So us, Lubbock, and all of East Texas. So, or I guess Dallas, Fort Worth, Metroplex area. I'll get in trouble if I call the wrong part of Texas the wrong, cardinal direction.
For sure. And one of the things that I was looking at a little bit as we made this announcement is looking at USL 2, kind of similar to NPSL. Like USL 2 is a big league, right? It's a big, similar level pre-professional league, and they have these regional competitions like this. And so for us, like you said, being in the Ranger division, what's interesting is that like not all of these divisions are balanced, and so even for the Ranger division, we've got 6 squads, but I think the other Texas I don't know if it's
Lone Star.
Is it the Lone Star?
It's the Lone Star division. It's in South. It's got USL 2, San Antonio FC, Laredo Heat. 3 or 4 teams out of Houston that I don't even know their names yet, but I will by the time we're done with this. But that one looks like a really interesting league setup too.
Yeah, and I think they have 9 teams, I believe. So it's interesting how that all like breaks down, where we have 6 squads in our division, but then 9 in another. But that's part of these regional competitions, just kind of how it's set up. But yeah, really exciting. I mean, what do you think this kind of? We'll talk about this with Scotty, I'm sure, when I get him on the pod. But what do you think this kind of does for West Texas FC moving from NPSL to USL 2?
Well, I mean, think about it. If you look at the big picture towards USL, USL 1, Premier, all those things like that, the relegation side, it gives a little bit more, I guess, notoriety to our club. We're moving in another direction. I mean, no shots against the NPSL. Our time was great there. We had a good run. It's time for a new challenge, new chapter. And that's exactly what this is. This is something that's going to be a new challenge for our coaches. There's new rules involved, which we'll go over in another podcast. There's players, there's a lot of good things that can come from this, and it's not going to be a cakewalk, I can tell you that. So it's going to be, we get somewhere, we're going to earn it, right? This isn't going to be just handed to us.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are new challenges getting used to this new competition, although we've got familiar faces, obviously, with Fort Worth. We've got Lubbock, and then Denton, who we know from previous seasons. So that's still exciting to have some of the same competition, similar competition. But like you said, there's just name recognition with USL and the USL system. And even last year, we had, a couple of players who left our squad and moved to a USL 2 team.
USL 2?
Yeah, and so it's like that's what a lot of guys where they want to be playing is for USL 2 teams or in the USL system. So, this will make a difference with recruiting too, I'm sure.
And even from our season prior to that, a bunch of the guys that didn't come back to West Texas FC, they went to USL 2.
Right.
So I know, your Liam Coors, your several other guys, they went and played USL 2 ball, and some of them had some really great success at it. Luke McDonald was playing on that, or McCormick was playing on, not our Luke McDonald.
Not our Luke.
I make that mistake all the time. Luke McCormick was playing for Texoma at USL 1.
Yeah, that's right.
And I don't know if we'll see him again this year. He's probably going to play for another team, but a bunch of these guys went on to that USL 2 move. So this, like you said, the notoriety is going to be good. It's going to get some more names and film out there. So I'm excited to see the talent pools that we're playing with and the teams we're playing against.
Yeah. And also, like you said, no, not to disparage NPSL. Like NPSL was great to play in. There's some really good competition, good teams, good squads. But one thing that it made me think about is thinking about these lower levels, these lower leagues of soccer in North America. The USL system just has some really exciting teams, environments, fan bases. Last year's USL 2 final was Vermont Green and Ballard FC. I mean, amazing match. And Vermont Green is just such a cool club with all of their fans and what they're doing at this level. And then also the same thing at USL 1. Right, just that step up, but some really exciting fan bases and really cool. So exciting for us as fans to join that system and kind of jump into that and bring some of that energy to our area.
Yep, that's going to be crazy, man. I mean, we get 2 extra matches. We're playing 12 instead of 10, right?
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 12 matches, and that's actually a perfect segue because that's our next topic, right? We talked about the division. We've got these 5 rivals, and so. Dropped in February was our schedule. So I've got the schedule up in front of us. We do have 12 games with 5 opponents. We play everybody twice. So we play everyone home and away. And then we get extra matches. We get a 3rd match against Denton, and we get a 3rd match against Lubbock.
Yep.
So pretty excited to have those.
Yep. 2 away for Denton and 2 at home for Lubbock, and then one vice versa for each.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really exciting playing these teams and going on some interesting road trips too, which we can talk about here in a second as we kind of break down the schedule. But you've got it in front of you. I have it pulled up here. Walk us through a little bit of when this season starts, what those matchups look like.
All right. So May 23rd is our season opener against the Denton Diablos. So we've got some history there. We have a pretty good record against Denton. Believe the last time we played them, we put them out of the playoffs in NPSL 2 seasons ago. They moved up to USL 2. So they had a pretty good run there. Then, of course, we get to see our friendly rivals, the Matadors, come to see us on the 30th. So first home game against a rival. I mean, storybook. Let's go. Let's start it off strong. And then we get a home game against Texoma. We haven't seen them. So they're going to be a new one for us. Then we get another home game for McKinney. So we got a 3 stretch of home games right there from May and June. And then we start the away stretch. Texoma on June 18th, McKinney June 20th. Then we get back-to-back home games there with Fort Worth Vaqueros coming to town and the Diablos coming to town. And then we're going back to the Metroplex to see Denton on the 1st and the Fort Worth Vaqueros on the 3rd. Then we get to come back home, play Lubbock on July 8th, which is not on the July 4th weekend. Thank goodness. It's a little bit of change of pace. And then we turn around 3 days later, we get to go back up to Lubbock and go see them at the end of the season, which is probably going to have 1st and 2nd place on the line.
Yeah, we certainly hope so, right? Make it exciting and thrilling like last season.
Like it always is. I mean,
like it always is. No matter what the standings may be, we know it's going to be exciting for sure.
Oh yeah, even if we're both at the bottom, we're both going to play like it's 1st and 2nd place.
Yeah,
we're not going to be at the bottom though.
Yeah, for sure. I think 2 things that jump out to me. One is I kind of like how these first couple of games we play the 23rd and then the 30th. And then we don't play again until June 10, right? So it's like we kind of have that little play a couple of matches, then have 10 days or so, kind of figure things out if needed, or continue getting to know, right? It's playing those games early. And early on in that schedule, it's nice that we've got the 30th, May 30th, June 10th, June 13th, like a 3-game homestand there at the beginning of the season. And then we don't have these long, drawn-out away trips, right? Just those 2 trips to the Metroplex.
Yep. That fun fact, the June 18th Texoma game, I will be in the Metroplex to watch Croatia versus England on the 17th. And Lord willing, everything works out right and the hotels don't kill me, I'm probably going to go to see Texoma in their stadium, see our boys go up there and win. Yep. And then to see us play against the McKinney Chupacabras on the 20th. Again, if all works out. So I'm excited to go see some new stadiums, some new fields, see some new fan bases. So hopefully we've got some other SGs out there we can go hook up with and go see. Yeah.
For sure. And that's a whole nother wrinkle of all of this, right? Is that this whole season, this 12-game regular season is all happening during the World Cup. So,
Yes.
across this continent, not just the country, across the continent, everybody's going to be paying attention to soccer. And then we still have our local squad to support and go out and watch. And, I mentioned Austin FC. MLS is taking a break, so they'll play until the 23rd of May, I think, and then take a break kind of through the World Cup. But here, that is a good point, and I've already started doing a little bit of homework on some of these trips. Like, all right, going to Dallas, I might go to a game up in Kansas City for the World Cup and trying to figure out how can I fit this together. So it's kind of exciting that we still have we do have World Cup to pay attention to, but then also have like our hometown team games to pay attention to as well.
It's going to be so much fun because, look at the nationalities. I don't want to get in the players. Players is a whole nother episode. We got a lot of diving in to go like we always do. Want to give them their full due. Yep. But we have some cool nationalities coming that are going to be, if you've seen them on Instagram, some of the guys we're talking about. But they're going to be rooting their home countries on while we're playing here. It's going to be so much fun, especially when the Americans and the Aussies play.
Yeah,
that one's going to be.
And is that
one's
game
going to be a fun one?
Is that game on the 19th? Is that between those games? And
I don't know.
I forget.
I think it is. I think it's right there.
I know the U.S. plays on the 19th. That's the game they play in Seattle.
I think that's the one they're playing in Australia.
Okay.
So that one's going to be. I'm sure there's going to be a solid watch party because from what we've already announced in players, I know we're going to have some rooting for Australia and some for the United States. So.
Yeah, for sure. Seeing players, being able to chat about the tournament with players, and then for all of us just to pay attention and to see what's going on, and yeah, even if it's to go to a match or just to be in a city and go to the Fan Fest in Dallas, or check other things out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a great time. It's the best time for soccer in the United States in a very, very long time. Yeah. And like you said, we get a double dip. We get to watch our national teams that we support, and we get to watch like a lot of these cool friendlies that the U.S. men's national team are playing. We're about to play Portugal. That's I don't know the last time they played Portugal on American soil. That's crazy, right? Yep. Our women are crushing it out there in the world like they always do. But they're playing some really cool teams. So you're getting to see these build-up pre-games for us to get ready for the World Cup. And then, like you said, we get our hometown favorites, the West Texas SC, right here to play in the midst of it, along with pepper in a little bit of this and that. It's a great time for soccer.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a good summer of soccer for sure. Looking again at our schedule, it's a little bit longer, but still 12 game. It's going to be that fast summer season for us, but so excited to jump into the season and for it to get here and just support this team like we have these past several seasons. Any other thoughts about the schedule?
You're right about the 19th, by the way, for U.S. versus Australia.
Okay,
Luke just sent me a message.
Yeah, so that's exciting too. Yeah, between those games and the Metroplex to. Yeah, even like to go to the Fan Fest in Dallas would be a fun way to like watch that game and check it out.
Now, thoughts on the schedule? We don't have any big gaps. There's not anything crazy here. A little more time off towards the end of the season where injuries and things stack up would be nice. But hey, man, championships aren't easy to win. We're gonna have to go the hard road here. I think it's gonna be good for us, though. Yeah,
and it is. Once we hit June, it is not a lot of time between games, but that's the way the league is, right? Like all the teams in our division will be facing the same thing, and so that's where I'm excited for upcoming episodes as we start talking about players, because we know that Scotty did a good job of putting together a pretty deep roster last year, like figuring out a way to have a good solid group of guys that can put in those minutes in a season that's not super long, but kind of grueling in its own way.
Yep, absolutely. I'm excited to see the resolve we have with the guys coming. We've got a few announced that are coming back. We got some new faces. So if you judge on what he did last year, he put together a hell of a squad. Yeah. I can only imagine after having that success as a head coach, what he can bring in this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the ride.
Well, that's kind of a good preview of what's coming up too. Some of our next episodes will be discussing players. As we mentioned, player announcements are starting to drop online. We've seen a number of them on Instagram. So some of our upcoming episodes will be talking about players, discussing them a little bit. We mentioned hoping to get Scotty on the pod. Any other previews that we can share, Brian? Things we might be talking about soon?
Yeah, I think we covered most of it. I mean, we've got really and truly, I think probably a little deeper dive into the schedule, kind of going over some of USL 2, some of the rule changes that we're used to from NPSL to here. Surprisingly, there are quite a few differences here, even for what some people are saying comparable leagues. I really want to do some looking into our new opposition that I don't know much about, kind of look and see how their records were last year with their coaches and, where we're going to be playing some of them, things like that. I'm looking forward to the player announcements, man. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, that's the
exciting
we did
last year. Yeah, that one was so much fun, especially to see the guys that watched our stuff and would say, hey. Like, I remember Adim, he said, "No, you're wrong. I'm not 19, I'm 18."
That's right.
The first time we had an interaction, I was like, "I'm sorry, big man. The dude's this much taller than me. I'm sorry, big guy. I'm sorry. That's what I found in my notes." But
yeah, exactly.
But stuff like that, those are fun for me.
Exciting to talk about. But you're right. We do need to continue talking about USL, the competition we'll be facing. And, we'll kind of break down a little bit what's this difference in the league and that sort of thing. I'll also mention before we wrap up, just stay tuned for more things La Tormenta focused. So we've been meeting here in the off season. We've got some exciting projects going on, a few tweaks in how things might be run or just new ideas of what's happening. So we're excited to start sharing that out very soon. We'll be sharing about 2026 memberships for La Tormenta and then start gearing up all the ways that we can support the team throughout the season.
Yep. And be prepared for some new faces on the podcast, guys. We've got some people that are interested in coming on. So we're going to have some more La Tormenta members coming in, putting their spin on this. So it's going to be a great ride, man. Y'all need to tune in whenever you see these episodes drop. There should be seeing more content coming. So we're looking forward to putting some of this stuff out so everybody can enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that's a pretty good place to wrap up. So thanks for the time, Brian, and thanks everybody for listening. We will catch you next time. We'll be recording again soon.
To the next time. We'll see you.
See y'all.